So what is a Trojan? Well, that's an easy one. Basically, a Trojan, they defined it as some type of malicious software that is disguised or included with a legitimate piece of software. It's hiding inside. And the reason why we hide it is because it's very easy to install. Typically, again, remember we've talked in the past about how the easiest way to get something done is to have the user do it for us. Now, when it comes to Trojans, some people get this confused. This is Sparta! Oh, wait, wrong civilization. No, the concept of a Trojan horse gets its background, obviously, from the Greek mythology about the Trojan War, where the Greeks attacked the city of Troy, and the end of the war came with a final plan that the Greeks came up with, that they would build a giant hollow wooden horse, and for some strange reason, they are sacred to Trojans, and the hollow horse was filled up with soldiers. The Trojans brought the horse into the city, and when they went to bed, the soldiers came out, including Brad Pitt, all glistening, and they sacked the city. And that's basically the same concept here, is that we're going to have a legitimate program, but our Trojan will contain some type of spyware, a keylogger, a rootkit, or some other type of program that we can use to get back in. But we're going to, again, have the victim bring the horse or the software into their computer. Once executed, the Trojan can relay information or even just steal the data outright. Now, as far as the life cycle of a Trojan is concerned, we first start off by creating what we refer to as the payload. The payload is going to be that program that we are going to design to do some specific things, maybe phone home. Yeah, I'm not going to do that joke. That's too easy. But come on, you were all thinking about ET, weren't you? Or go through and find credit card numbers or personal information. Anyway, this payload, we're going to create it. And after we create it, we then take our legitimate program, like Office. How about the latest version of Windows or an MP3, a movie? Oh, my favorite, antivirus. And let's inject the payload inside the legitimate program. Then all we need to do is put it out there. And we'll do that via BitTorrents, websites, possibly a USB drop. I know that kind of sounds top secret, doesn't it? That's where we just drop a USB thumb drive somewhere in the parking lot of a company or in the hallway of a company and see who plugs it in. Or even possibly IRC channels. This transmission method relies heavily on a social engineering concept, which is I want something for nothing. So let's say that Microsoft just released the latest version of Office 2016, and I see it up on a torrent site, and I download it, and I install it. First of all, why did somebody put that up on a torrent? I know some of you guys are going to say, because they feel that all software should be free. Yeah, I'm sure that's the only reason why they're doing it. After you download it, again, you just simply install the program, and because you're installing the application, the Trojan actually gets the same permission as the user that's currently logged in. It can then go through and start modifying itself. There's actually Trojans that will morph themselves so they're harder to detect, transmit themselves, and start infecting other nodes inside of your environment. So you've heard me say this before, and trust me on this one, guys. I have again, here comes my air quotes. I have a good friend, happens to be a Batman fan, who used to be like the biggest pirate out there. But becoming an ethical hacker changed my friend's perspective on this. Because one, he started to notice some of the things that indicate that you are infected with a Trojan. So saving $39 from having to buy antivirus to download a pirated version of antivirus, or the latest, I don't know, Beyonce album. I promise you, you're giving up more than that $13 for an album or $39 for a piece of software. I don't care if it's Office where you're paying $300 full retail for the product. You'll spend more time and more money cleaning up after your mess.